Today, you're going to do something that will challenge your ability to listen to others. Though approaching strangers is a great thing, having a conversation is pointless unless you're listening to what the other person is saying. Remember, a fundamental difference between a great conversation and a horrible one is that you need to remember that for a conversation to work, both parties need to be listening to each other. Listening is a great skill to sharpen because it does a few things. It will open up your mind to new facts and perspectives that you never knew existed because everyone in this world has something different to share. There will be points where many people are going to have the same perspective, but no two people are going to explain it the same way. The key is to listen for those differences. It will also push the conversation further because you'll be able to bring up facts that they mentioned earlier in the conversation. Bringing up past facts from the conversation increases their comfort level with you because they feel like if you're listening, you must care about them. And finally, it'll make the person find you more attractive. In psychology, we learned that the majority of people like hearing their own voice. So the more you allow them to talk, essentially investing more time into you, they'll feel like you care more about what they have to say. Don't you get more attracted to people who listen to you? Don't you get more attracted to people who you think care about you? This is a mentality you should have when you start practicing your listening skills. Hot girls will be finding you more and more attractive just because you're listening. And as a bonus, it can also help your curiosities of life. There will be many times in your life that you don't know the answer to a question, and asking someone else will answer that question faster. We are social beings. The answers to your curiosities aren't always going to be found on the internet. So stop giving a fuck and ask away. Today's exercise will help you strengthen these skills and push you to stay engaged longer within a conversation. Today, you're going to approach a random stranger and start talking to them. And then you're going to open up to them and start conversing about your life. Afterwards, you're going to ask them a question about something in your life that you need advice on. And you're going to discipline yourself to listen to that answer. Now I want you to repeat this exercise 3 times. Here's a short example of what I want you to do. I'm going to stop a random girl and I'm going to ask her about some advice on my hair. Question. You look like you have very nice style. I'm thinking about changing my hair somehow, but I don't know how. I was hoping you can help me by giving me some kind of advice on one way to change it.
Just to be honest, I don't really know.
Should I make it longer? Should I just buzz it off?
Should try to spike it up.
Spike it up, all of them up?
No, I don't. This part right here?
Just, right here?
Yeah, spike it up.
All the way up? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, the point of this isn't for you to imitate me exactly. It's for you to realize that this is actually possible and you can ask a random stranger for advice. When you go out and try it, I don't want you to just go up to them and ask them for advice like I did. That's impersonal. I want you to approach someone, start a conversation with them, and then ask them for advice on something in your life that is actually troubling you. Push your limits and try to hold the conversation as long as you can. From the clip, you should have noticed a few things. Asking the right question is huge. Though you may have a specific problem in your life, you have to remember to gauge how you ask that question. If you ask too abrasive, too fast, too needy, or too forced, it could scare them. Do not do anything to scare them. The key is to ask in a way that you want and care about the answer that they're about to tell you. If you show disinterest, they're more likely to blow you off and walk away. Next, make sure you show them that you're listening. Many people forget that you have to show that you're listening. Subtle movements such as nodding your head, looking into their eyes, or even saying things like, yeah, I understand, that makes sense, are all signs that show that you're listening. They call this active listening. And not only will this make them want to talk to you more, they'll feel more comfortable with you. Remember, don't look away, don't look at the ground, and don't just stay stoic, because these are all signs of someone who doesn't really want to listen. I used to do this and people would always think I was being mean and they would just leave. Be an active listener. Now, you should have a better sense of how a conversation works, how this can actually help you increase rapport, and how when you actually listen to someone, that makes them feel more comfortable with you. If you do all of this, you should be able to succeed in today's super challenge, which is after they give you advice, give them an extra long hug.
Here?
Just, right here?
Yeah, spike it up.
All the way up? Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. You're the best. You have a nice day.
You too.
Now, to do this properly, you really need to gauge the vibe as they're giving you this advice. It's always best to give them a hug right after they give you this advice. The more you hesitate, the more likely they won't give you a hug back. So remember, you want to make it clear that their advice is actually helping your life in a big way. You're not always going to succeed, but who cares? At least you're learning something that's going to push your own comfort level. This is something that I really want you to understand. Stop giving a shit what people think. Just push yourself to talk to these people and make them open up to you. Get out and own your life. I'll see you tomorrow.